question for you. Are you traveling this summer? And if you are, will you be checking into a hotel? Now, they have spent a lot of money on design, so when you check out, take some decor inspiration home with you. Here to tell us more, designer Suzanne Dimma. Hello. How are ya? We know that you love to travel.
I do.
You're everywhere, which is great because, you know, I follow along on your adventures, but when you're staying in hotels now, I mean, you got to take a moment to look around at the ceiling and the walls and everything in between because
so many great ideas.
So many great ideas. So we're going to start with a hotel called the Jane.
Yeah, that's in the West Village. It is super cool.
Yeah.
We have a lot of photos to show you today. If you look at the shot of the lobby, it actually looks like something from The Shining. That's what I thought.
Yes.
But without all the terror and crazy stuff happening.
Right.
Very luxurious, big and grand, and things like fringe and velvet. And then the rooms, because it's actually modeled after luxury ship and train travel, the rooms are actually like being on a train. So they have some that are bunk beds and some that are with actual double beds.
Yeah.
But if you want this cool sort of train experience, you can do that. So
that is cool.
And I just love this because it's kind of vintage feeling, and you can play that up at home with things like mixing your metals. For instance, we have, you know, a sort of metal bedside table with glass that gives you that sort of industrial edge that you saw in there with the metal bed.
Yes.
I love the fact that you can mix the copper or the rose gold with different metals. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, and then the other thing that they do, which I think is the coolest thing ever to bring into your house, is things like this. So if you remember those pictures, there was tons of brass accents. Brass is hotter.
Pick this up.
That's a doorknob.
That's a doorknob.
Look, you're getting a workout.
Guys, this is like, this is a good 20 pounds.
I know, isn't it? It was when I was getting it, I was like, whoa.
Look at that.
I know, it's crazy. So this goes in the center of your door normally, but it's things like letter, these kinds of letter slots for the front door. I love the numbers. I did this in my old house. I put it on the bathroom doors, sort of playing on that idea of the room numbers in a hotel.
Oh, that's cute.
And like the gentlemen and the ladies for the washroom.
Right.
And these are really popular right now. Going back to the brass knobs and switches for your light switches, just giving you that vintage feel. Yeah.
Yeah, there's something very like sort of dark and brooding, but also comfy and cozy. If you were that type of person, you want to bring some of that vibe into your world.
It's not that bright, airy
It's
space.
not bright and airy, no, which is kind of a nice deep part.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look at the next hotel we have now, the Nyehaven.
It's actually called 71 Newhound. That's how I was pronouncing it.
Oh my gosh! How do you get that?
I don't know.
Okay, 71.
It's impossible. I was told by somebody. It's in Copenhagen. I just stayed there actually. It was very cool. It's right on the canal, so it's got a beautiful, beautiful setting. What I like about this idea when you see this shot is the idea of the TV. Everyone's always asking about how to place your TV.
Yes.
So this is the idea of putting a desk underneath the TV, and that just grounds it, makes it feel like a piece of art. So you don't have that idea of the TV floating in the middle of the wall. It doesn't get lost. And then you have a desk.
Yeah, give it some friends.
Yeah, exactly. And I love the trunk next door to the desk too, because that gives you a place to store your extra blankets, which you can do at home.
Absolutely.
Now the cafe at 71 Newhound had this cool idea. If you take a look at the picture, it's beautiful. A lot of mid-century modern pieces. When you go to Copenhagen, you're going to see so many ideas for mid-century modern. So this whole cafe is filled with Carl Hansen. But what they had were the curtains. Simple linen curtains.
Yeah.
We did the same thing with IKEA stuff, and then just tied with rope tiebacks.
That's lovely.
And we did a couple of different versions. One with a thin rope, so it gives you more of a drapey feel, and one with a nice chunky one. It's such a simple idea, very affordable because you can buy the rope for a steal.
That's right. Well, I remember we had those drapes at our very first house, so this is very affordable. And it looks very cool. It's almost a nod to nautical there with the rope.
Totally.
I love it.
This is actually the Y. This is in Brooklyn. I stayed here once. Actually, this is a shot I took. I love this hotel because it's kind of edgy. It's in Williamsburg, where it's all hipsterville. And you see that the IKEA unit in the corner. I like the way that they made it look like a built-in by just running shelves off of it. So very simple trick. And that wallpaper is a toile, but it's actually a custom wallpaper that they made based on the water towers that you see all over Brooklyn. And what was fun was with the wallpaper and the bedside table that you see there, it's like this bright green table against the wallpaper. It's just that idea of mixing your colors. So I brought in this example. This is a beautiful, stunning wallpaper from New Wall, and it's with IKEA stools that you just sort of place a high contrast color against the wallpaper, and you get a really cool modern effect.
That is beautiful. Like a nice combination, and it's unexpected. So it's the sort of thing that you might think, I don't know, can I do that at home? Take it home and try it.
Take it home and try it.
I think that's lovely.